between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A huge play there right off the bat. 56 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fields. Complete to Jones. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he went straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Well, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bears, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week. Plenty of hurries given up. So
he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, gone. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much right after the catch.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Throwing again is Goff. Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Goff now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Now it's gone. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. On 4th down, Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Off play action, Fields. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st down, it's gone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Fields. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Bears looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's got this down to the 35. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky, though, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
1:53 remaining in this first half of play. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 105 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Touchdown, Chicago! Equinemius St. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Goff throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Fields on first down. Caught by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break. Fields. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Value three, value three.
Throwing on third. Goff. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They are going for it. Goff. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a first down throw. Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Swift is in for a Lions touchdown. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On play action, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And Has some space here. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got it.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Lions have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jones has it. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They really struggled in the first half, but they've made some adjustments looking better in the second half. But sometimes do we overanalyze? Is it always adjustments, or sometimes is it guys just sticking better to the game plan?
I think the latter, and I love how you brought that up because we always want to credit, oh, they adjusted here and they made this change there. Sometimes it's just executing what they worked on in practice all week much better. In this case, I think it's a combination. They found a different part of their playbook, and it's working really well for them.
Working extremely well at this point. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, 52 yards. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down before they can get the punt away whistles. As we've got back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On 2nd down, Montgomery. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, it's Fields. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. 30, 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bears 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I'm going to be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
To try again after the sack. Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A game there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Tiger! One out!
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Gregory Rousseau getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
43 yards.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 67 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Fields trying to throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Goff going to throw it. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And one last throw here for Fields. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.